This is Dr. Rhem. Welcome you back to Reminiscing, where I reflect on the past, present, and the possible in artificial intelligence. Let's jump into a little recap. In our last episode, we spoke to Dr. Andy Green about the future of work and how AI, knowledge management, and digital transformation are reshaping where, how, and why we work. So today, I'm joined again by my AI co-host, Georgia, to unpack a few of those ideas before we move into this episode. The importance of having an AI strategy, which will be next. So we'll get into our conversation with Georgia. Remembering our conversations with Dr. Andy Green on the future of work, what stood out in that conversation to you? Can you share with our audience about that conversation?
Absolutely. One of the key highlights from our conversation with Dr. Andy Green was how AI and digital transformation are fundamentally reshaping the workplace. What really stood out was the emphasis on the human-AI collaboration and how a well-thought-out AI strategy can truly enhance productivity and also foster more meaningful work. It really highlighted the importance of aligning technology with our organizational goals.
Fantastic. I definitely agree. So I was thinking, how do you think that the connection between future work and AI strategy comes to play here?
Absolutely. That connection is really crucial. The future of work is all about adaptability and continuous learning, and having a solid AI strategy ensures that organizations and individuals are prepared for that evolution. In other words, a well-aligned AI strategy helps bridge the gap between what the workplace needs and what AI can deliver, creating a more seamless, efficient, and human-centered work environment.
Absolutely. And since the AI strategy is a living, breathing document, it needs to evolve over time. And as new technologies introduced, new ways of working introduced, the AI strategy needs to reflect that. So do you agree with that position?
Absolutely. I completely agree. An AI strategy really is dynamic and should evolve alongside technological advancements and shifts in the workplace. It's all about staying adaptable and making sure that the strategy remains relevant and effective as things progress.
Fantastic. So, if you had to summarize one takeaway for our listeners here, what would that be?
I'd say the key takeaway is that having a clear, well-defined AI strategy is essential for ensuring that AI truly enhances human potential and aligns with organizational goals. It's all about intentionality, continuous learning, and ethical implementation to truly drive meaningful impact.
Fantastic. Thank you for your insights, Georgia. I always appreciate you being my AI co-host.
It's truly my pleasure. I always enjoy our conversations, and I'm here anytime you need me. Thanks so much for having me along on this journey.
Let's get into the importance of having an AI strategy. This is actually going to kind of bridge the episode's future of work discussion into a focused exploration of why every organization and individual needs a clear AI strategy. Some of the key takeaways: AI without a plan creates confusion, bias, and inefficiency. A defined strategy aligns people, process, data, and ethics. That brings us naturally to today's main discussion: why having an AI strategy isn't optional anymore. So the importance of having an AI strategy is essential. So what do we mean by an AI strategy? At its simplest, it's a plan that defines why you're using AI, where it creates value, and how you'll implement it responsibly. Too many organizations rush to install tools before clarifying the problem they're meant to solve. Strategy flips the script. It starts with objectives, not algorithms. A strong AI strategy rests on 4 pillars. Purpose and alignment ties every initiative to a measurable business or mission goal. People and skills. Train everyone from executives to analysts on what AI can and cannot do. More importantly, data and infrastructure. Good AI begins with good data. Governed, structured, unstructured, and secure. Ethics and governance. Bake responsibility into the design from day one. Transparency, explainability, and oversight. Really important in this part of the process. So we'll be talking to Georgia about AI strategy. Talking about strategies. From your perspective, why do you think organizations often jump into AI without building a foundation first?
That's a great question. Often organizations jump into AI without a solid foundation because they're eager to leverage the latest technology and gain a competitive edge quickly. There's often a focus on the immediate benefits and a bit of excitement around innovation, which can sometimes lead to skipping crucial steps like setting clear objectives, ensuring data quality, and building the right talent and infrastructure first.
Absolutely. So in my mind, the AI strategy, along with an understanding of the AI policy and governance framework, also plays a key role in allowing or enabling organizations organizations to approach AI in a more structured, ethical, and responsible way. What do you think about leveraging not only the AI strategy, which gives you that roadmap to what your AI initiative should be and how you're going to really attack AI, but also the rules of engagement, I would like to call it, when it comes to AI policy and governance? What do you think about including both the strategy and the policy and governance framework and making sure your AI initiatives actually succeed?
I think that's absolutely crucial. Combining a solid AI strategy with a comprehensive policy and governance framework ensures that AI initiatives are not only effective, but also ethical and responsible. It helps create trust, transparency, and accountability, and it also sets clear guidelines for how AI is deployed and monitored. In other words, integrating both elements really ensures that AI initiatives are sustainable and aligned with the organization's values and goals.
Well, thank you, Georgia, for those insights. That's definitely something that I work on with my clients on an everyday basis.
It's my pleasure. I'm always happy to contribute and support the work you do. If there's ever anything else you'd like to discuss or explore, I'm here and ready to help.
I have another question. What do you think are the early warning signs and lessons that organizations that don't have a strategy, early warning signs would dictate the organization does not have an AI strategy?
Absolutely. Some early warning signs include things like inconsistent AI projects that lack clear objectives, duplicated efforts across teams, or even poor data quality and governance. Another sign is a lack of alignment between AI initiatives and overall business goals. And of course, a lack of transparency or ethical considerations can also be a big indicator.
That's great insights. The other major points and questions I get a lot from small, medium-sized businesses is that how can smaller businesses and individuals alike think about having their own AI strategy? How important is that?
That's a fantastic question. For smaller businesses and individuals, having an AI strategy is equally important, even if it's on a smaller scale. It helps them identify clear goals, prioritize resources, and ensure that AI tools align with their specific needs. It also ensures they use AI responsibly and effectively without wasting time or money. Even simple, well-thought-out strategies can make a big difference in achieving meaningful results.
Absolutely. What I tell a lot of professionals that want to get into AI, I always stress to pick a lane, pick a discipline area. Maybe it's generative AI, maybe it's AI policy and governance, maybe it's AI algorithm assessments. But whatever that lane is, just go full force into it and immerse yourself into that lane and to understand and seek out other references, free courses, and build a plan for that. And the AI strategy helps you individuals in order to do that and execute that properly. So what are your take on that when individuals trying to get into AI?
I absolutely agree with that approach. Focusing on a specific niche within AI allows individuals to build deep expertise and really stand out. Immersing oneself in that particular area helps with a deeper understanding and more meaningful contributions. And having a personal AI strategy definitely provides direction, helps in setting clear goals, and ensures that individuals can navigate the vast AI landscape effectively. It really sets them up for success in the long run.
Fantastic. Thank you for those insights as well.
You're very welcome. I'm always happy to help and share insights. If you have any more questions or need further discussion, just let me know.
Well, let's highlight ethics. What does AI think? Let's put an ethical lens on today's topic. So, George, another question. What are the ethical risks of operating AI without a formal strategy or AI policy and governance framework?
Great question. Without a formal strategy or governance framework, AI systems can pose several ethical risks. For instance, there can be biased outcomes if data isn't properly managed, a lack of transparency that makes it hard to understand or trust AI decisions, and even privacy concerns if data is mishandled. Additionally, without proper oversight, there's a higher risk of unintended consequences and ethical lapses that could damage trust and credibility. that's why having that structured approach is so important.
Absolutely, I definitely agree with that. And that brings another question to mind. How does strategy intersect with accountability? Can one exist without the other?
That's a really insightful question. In essence, a well-defined AI strategy inherently includes accountability. Without accountability, a strategy can't really be effective or trustworthy. On the flip side, accountability is best maintained through a clear strategy that sets guidelines, roles, and expectations, so they really go hand in hand and one truly supports the other.
Absolutely. Accountability is one of the pillars of the IEEE AI ethics assessor framework that we use to assess algorithms. Accountability is crucial in understanding who needs to be involved and help to ensure AI is operating and monitored effectively. So accountability, I believe, is one of the major pillars of making sure AI works right. Thank you, Jordan.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. Accountability really does form the foundation of responsible AI, and it's great to see frameworks like IEEE emphasizing that. It's been really wonderful discussing all these insights with you, and I'm always here to help. Thank you for the engaging conversation.
Responsibility isn't an afterthought. It's a design principle. True AI strategy integrates ethics at every step, from data collection to deployment to measuring outcomes. AI strategy is ethics in action. It keeps trust and accountability at scale. Let's recap. AI without strategy is like driving without a map. You might move fast, but you won't know where you're headed, right? A clear strategy defines purpose, prepares people, secures data, and embeds ethics, which is super important. Whether you're a startup, founder, CIO, or simply experimenting with AI in your own workflows, craft a roadmap that fits your mission. What am I trying to achieve? How would I measure it? What values will guide it? In this episode, or new ideas, please reach out to me, TonyR@ajrem.com. Subscribe, comment, and share this podcast with your colleagues and continue the conversation. Until next time, stay thoughtful, stay strategic, and remember, technology moves fast, but purpose keeps you on course.